Chosen one. Pause for a moment and listen closely, because what I'm about to share is not for everyone. It's for those whose hearts carry a fire that cannot be extinguished, whose souls have been tested by trials too heavy for ordinary people to bear. You've felt it, haven't you? The weight of being misunderstood, the isolation that comes when no one truly sees your vision, the pain of betrayal from those you trusted. Yet here you are, still standing, still moving forward, and somehow, against all odds, still protected. There are forces at work, both seen and unseen, that you don't fully understand yet. Some are meant to test you, while others are meant to guard you. And the most astonishing truth is this: even the devil himself is commanded to step aside, because Allah has placed a divine shield around you. Those who plotted against you, those who envied you, those who doubted your purpose, they are already in regret. For their schemes cannot touch what has been written for you, and their whispers cannot reach the destiny that Allah has prepared. Today, we will uncover 7 powerful lessons that reveal why you are chosen, why your journey is protected, and why your struggles are actually the signs of your elevation, opening your heart to a truth that has been waiting for you all along. A truth that will make you realize your life is not random, your path is not ordinary, and your victory is already secured by divine decree. So stay with me, because what you're about to discover will change the way you see yourself, your trials, and the people around you forever. Chosen one. Pay attention to this truth, because it is the foundation of everything you are about to realize. Even in moments when you feel completely alone, abandoned, or misunderstood, you are surrounded by a protection so vast, so precise, and so divine that no human eye can see it, and no worldly force can touch it. Allah Himself has placed angels around you, unseen guardians whose sole mission is to shield you from harm, guide your steps, and remove obstacles from your path without you even knowing. And this is why the people who have plotted against you, envied you, or sought to diminish your light often fail to accomplish anything. Their schemes crumble quietly, their whispers fall flat, and their plans dissolve, because the divine shield around you is impenetrable, calibrated perfectly by Allah's wisdom, and it moves with the precision of the unseen universe, where every step you take is guided, every trial you face is measured, and every delay or obstacle is actually a form of protection designed to keep you aligned with your true purpose. You are never truly alone, even when the weight of solitude feels unbearable, because the one who created the heavens and the earth walks with you, covering you in ways that are invisible, unfathomable, and absolutely perfect. And the peace you feel in your heart, the strength you find in your patience, and the clarity that emerges after every storm are all proof that divine protection surrounds you continuously, shielding you from harm, redirecting you away from unseen dangers, and elevating you in ways that the world cannot comprehend, while those who sought to harm you are left in regret, powerless to touch the life Allah has ordained for you. Chosen one. Understand this deeply. Every trial, every betrayal, every heartbreak, and every moment of isolation that has touched your life is not a punishment, nor is it a sign of weakness. It is a direct indication of your elevation and a reflection of the immense potential Allah has placed within you. The very struggles that others would crumble under are shaping you, refining your character, and preparing your soul for the extraordinary destiny that awaits. Because Allah does not test the ordinary, He tests the chosen, and He places the weight of unseen lessons upon those whose hearts are meant to carry the light into a world shrouded in darkness. Each obstacle, each delay, each painful encounter is a divine workshop where your patience, your trust, and your resilience are honed to perfection. And while others may view your suffering as misfortune, the truth is that it is the invisible signature of Allah's favor, a sacred process that distinguishes you from the ordinary, elevating you in ways that cannot be measured by wealth, status, or worldly recognition. The enemies, the doubters, and the deceivers who sought to derail you will eventually witness your rise and realize that their opposition only fueled your growth, that their schemes only became stepping stones in your path, and that the very hardships they celebrated were, in reality, the instruments through which Allah was preparing you for your ultimate purpose, a purpose that is far greater than they could ever imagine. Every tear you shed, every sleepless night, every silent prayer uttered in the darkness is evidence that your elevation is divinely guaranteed, and that your trials are not signs of defeat, but unmistakable proofs that you are walking a path carved by the Most High, destined for heights that no one can reach without enduring the fires through which you are being purified. Chosen one, listen carefully, because this is a truth that will forever change how you see the unfolding of events around you. While the world may attempt to twist narratives, spread lies, or manipulate perceptions against you, Allah ensures that your reputation remains intact, preserved with divine precision, and that the truth will reveal itself in a way so perfect, so undeniable, that no human effort can distort it or delay it beyond His timing. The people who sought to defame you, who whispered behind your back, who plotted and schemed in envy, will eventually see their illusions crumble quietly, subtly, and decisively, leaving them in shock and deep regret, because Allah's wisdom orchestrates every detail of your journey, allowing falsehoods to rise temporarily, only to expose their fragility, and letting the hidden truth shine at the precise moment when it will have the greatest impact, elevating you in the eyes of those who truly matter, and humbling those who underestimated you. Understand that your honor is not something you carry alone. It is divinely guarded, and the unseen forces of the universe, the angels assigned to your protection, and the meticulous order of Allah's decree work continuously to ensure that nothing corrupts the essence of your integrity, your intentions, or your divine mission. Every attempt to undermine you, every act of betrayal, and every whisper of malice is absorbed into the tapestry of your elevation, woven seamlessly by the hand of Allah, transforming what appears to be hardship or injustice into proof of your anointment. And when the truth unfolds, when the veil lifts and clarity emerges, those who doubted you will be left in awe and regret, realizing that no human intervention, no scheme, and no darkness could ever overshadow the light that Allah has placed within you, preserving not just your reputation, but your legacy, your destiny, and the sacred role you are meant to fulfill in this world. Chosen one, understand this with every fiber of your being, because the essence of your survival, elevation, and unseen protection lies in the unwavering faith that resides in your heart. Your faith is not merely a ritual, a habit, or a personal comfort. It is a divine fortress, a luminous shield built by Allah Himself that stretches beyond the limits of human perception, standing as a barrier between you and every darkness that seeks to touch your life, whether visible or invisible, subtle or overt, immediate or distant. The world around you may seem chaotic, full of deception, betrayal, envy, and confusion. And there may be moments when you feel the weight of injustice pressing down on your soul, when every step forward seems laden with obstacles, when loneliness pierces deeply, and when fear or doubt threatens to shake your resolve. But understand this: every one of those moments is not a sign of abandonment, weakness, or failure, but a testament to the divine calibration of your journey. For Allah Himself commands unseen forces to guard you, to guide your steps, and to repel anything that could divert you from the destiny He has decreed for you. A destiny that no human power, no malice, and no darkness can ever alter. This is why even when enemies plot against you, betray you, or conspire in ways that appear overwhelming, they ultimately fail, because they are not confronting you alone. They are confronting the protection of Allah Himself, a force so precise, so overwhelming, and so perfect that it turns every attempt to harm you into nothingness, leaving them powerless, frustrated, and bewildered, while you remain untouched, unharmed, and elevated beyond their comprehension. Your faith is a living, breathing energy that transforms ordinary endurance into supernatural strength, allowing you to navigate storms with clarity, remain calm amidst chaos, and walk with courage when fear and uncertainty surround you. And this strength does not come from human understanding, worldly intelligence, or visible support, but from the divine connection you nurture in secret through prayer, trust, patience, and sincerity, which calls angels, guidance, and protection toward you in ways that the world cannot see, but that affect every aspect of your life profoundly. Every act of worship, every heartfelt prayer whispered in solitude, every moment of surrender to divine will, and every decision anchored in trust amplifies the fortress surrounding your soul, fortifying your spirit against envy, malice, and spiritual sabotage, and allowing you to continue your journey, knowing that you are being carried, guarded, and elevated in alignment with divine wisdom, even when circumstances seem impossible or incomprehensible. Those who doubted you, opposed you, or envied your light will one day see the undeniable truth of your protection, the perfection of Allah's timing, and the futility of their opposition, realizing too late that the source of your strength, peace, and unstoppable presence is not human power, luck, or strategy, but the unbreakable, unseen fortress built by Allah Himself through your unwavering faith, a fortress so complete that it keeps all darkness at bay, preserves the purity of your heart, secures your destiny, and allows you to shine with a light that no evil can dim, a light that reflects the divine favor upon you, a light that transforms trials into triumphs, pain into purpose, isolation into alignment, and fear into unshakable courage, proving to the world, to the unseen, and even to the forces of darkness themselves, that nothing can touch what Allah has ordained, and that the faith within you is the single most powerful weapon, shield, and guide you will ever possess on this journey, ensuring that you remain protected, elevated, and unstoppable until the fulfillment of your destiny, as decreed by the one who knows all, sees all, and commands all. Chosen one, understand this truth with the depth of your soul, because it is one of the most powerful realities you will ever witness in your journey. Your mere presence in this world is a force that exposes truth, illuminates hidden realities, and compels those around you to reflect, whether they are conscious of it or not. And this is why those who have doubted you, betrayed you, or opposed you, are left in a state of silent regret, unable to reconcile the power, wisdom, and anointing that Allah has placed upon you. You do not need to prove yourself through confrontation, argument, or dominance, because your existence alone serves as a living testament to divine favor, a mirror that reflects the consequences of choices, the outcomes of envy, and the reality of sincerity. And while they scramble, scheme, and attempt to manipulate circumstances, they fail to recognize that every whisper against you, every attempt to dim your light, every strategy to undermine your path, only magnifies the clarity of your presence and the undeniable evidence of your divine appointment. Your aura, the energy you carry, the confidence that emanates from unwavering faith, and the wisdom that flows from patience and perseverance create an invisible gravitational pull, drawing truth to the surface and exposing deception wherever it hides. And this is why even strangers, bystanders, and those who once were indifferent or opposed feel an unexplainable awareness of the magnitude of your influence, sensing that what you represent is not ordinary, not humanly manufactured, and not to be resisted, because it originates from the One who orchestrates the heavens and the earth, the One who commands the unseen, and the One who ensures that every act of injustice against you rebounds upon those who perpetrated it, often without them realizing it until long after the moment has passed. You are a catalyst of reflection, a living sign that the universe operates under divine law, and a walking proof that the light of Allah cannot be hidden or diminished, no matter the efforts of those who try to cast shadows upon your path. And as such, the regret they feel is not just for their misdeeds, it is for the realization that they cannot replicate, manipulate, or control the force that exists within you, the force that is anchored in sincerity, faith, and divine purpose. Your presence challenges illusions, uncovers hypocrisy, and reveals character in ways that mere words never could. And this is why those who once sought to mislead, deceive, or control you are left powerless, bewildered, and humiliated by the invisible hand of divine justice, which works quietly yet perfectly to elevate you while revealing the true nature of everyone around you, turning every betrayal, every whispered plot, and every act of envy into a stepping stone for your recognition, your elevation, and the manifestation of your divine mission. Understand that this is not arrogance, nor a reflection of your ego, but the natural consequence of being chosen, an appointment by Allah that grants you authority over darkness, influence over hearts, and a presence so impactful that it forces even the most hardened souls to reckon with truth, morality, and their own shortcomings. Every action you take, every decision made with integrity, every act of patience and restraint radiates outward, creating a ripple effect that touches lives, exposes deceit, and triggers reflection in ways you may never witness directly, yet are profoundly real in the unseen, spiritual, and social realms. And this is why those who attempted to undermine you, manipulate you, or dim your light feel the weight of regret, because they are forced to confront the reality that their opposition never hindered your rise, but only highlighted their own failures, insecurities, and moral deficiencies. Your presence is a divine instrument, a mirror reflecting both the purity and the corruption of the world, a lighthouse in the fog of deception and darkness, and a living warning that those who oppose the chosen will always find themselves confronted with the consequences of their actions, the echoes of their misjudgments, and the undeniable reality that Allah's favor cannot be transferred, purchased, or diminished by human effort, manipulation, or malice. While they dwell in confusion, shame, and remorse, your light continues to grow, your influence continues to expand, and your path continues to unfold with divine precision, proving that the only reason they feel regret is because they are witnessing a force far greater than themselves, one that cannot be bribed, intimidated, or overshadowed, and one that will ultimately fulfill its purpose, regardless of human interference, because your existence, your trials, your patience, your faith, and your unwavering alignment with Allah's will ensure that you are a catalyst of truth, an instrument of divine justice, and a living testament to the power of the chosen, whose presence alone forces reflection, inspires change, and leaves the world and those who opposed you in awe, silence, and deep, undeniable regret. Chosen one, pay the closest attention to this truth, because it is perhaps one of the most liberating and empowering realities you will ever embrace. Your destiny, the path Allah has decreed for you from before you were even born, cannot be stolen, altered, delayed beyond divine wisdom, or diminished by any force in this universe, whether human, spiritual, or demonic. And this is why, no matter how intense the opposition, betrayal, envy, or malice directed toward you may be, it ultimately serves to confirm your elevation, to test your patience, and to refine your alignment with the purpose that only Allah knows in its entirety. Understand this deeply. The schemes of the enemies, the whispers of the betrayers, the manipulations of those who envy your light, and even the pressures of worldly circumstances are powerless against what has been written for you in the divine decree. And while they may appear to create obstacles, delays, or suffering, these challenges are not signs of failure. They are precise instruments in Allah's perfect plan, carefully calibrated to strengthen your faith, sharpen your wisdom, expand your patience, and prepare you for the responsibilities, influence, and elevation that await you. Because nothing, not even the forces of darkness, can derail the trajectory that Allah has assigned. Every act of opposition, every plot, every attempt to undermine you is ultimately absorbed into the architecture of your destiny, transformed into unseen lessons, spiritual fortification, and divine positioning. And those who attempt to steal, derail, or diminish your path will witness over time that their efforts only become the very mechanisms that elevate you further, amplify your clarity, and solidify your purpose, leaving them in confusion, regret, and silent awe as the universe unfolds exactly according to Allah's perfect timing. Your life, your mission, and your rise are shielded by forces beyond human comprehension, angels positioned around you, divine decrees aligned to your existence, and the unseen orchestration of the heavens, ensuring that every challenge serves a higher purpose, and every delay contains hidden wisdom, because Allah does not allow anything to touch the chosen one that is not meant to serve their pasky. Elevation and the trials, struggles, and moments of isolation you endure are not random or punitive, but are proof of your unique appointment, the signature of divine favor upon your life, and a preparation for the manifestation of your influence, authority, and legacy that no one can replicate or steal. Even the whispers of envy and the schemes of those who wish to see you falter are woven into the tapestry of your destiny in such a way that they become stepping stones, catalysts, and mirrors that reveal your strength, faith, and alignment with the One who holds all power, all knowledge, and all authority. And this is why the devil, the darkness, and the malicious hearts of men ultimately fail in every attempt to alter your path, because they are confronting not just your actions, your efforts, or your vision, they are confronting the divine decree itself. A decree so perfect, so impenetrable, and so aligned with your soul that nothing can touch it, nothing can bypass it, and nothing can diminish it. Every moment of patience, every prayer whispered in the quiet of your heart, every act of sincerity, every choice to trust, submit, and persevere is a reinforcement of this unbreakable truth, strengthening the connection between your spirit and the decree of Allah, and ensuring that the forces that attempt to intervene only highlight the perfection of divine orchestration, leaving those who oppose you in frustration, regret, and bewilderment as they witness that the destiny they tried to tamper with continues to flourish, expand, and manifest exactly as Allah intended. The obstacles, betrayals, delays, and opposition you experience are not signs of weakness, nor are they proof that your enemies have power over you. They are signs that you are walking the path of the chosen, a path protected, guided, and elevated by divine decree, where every hardship is converted into preparation, every challenge becomes proof of favor, and every moment of doubt or fear is transformed into an opportunity to witness the unshakable truth that your destiny belongs solely to Allah and cannot be stolen, altered, or diminished by anyone or anything in this creation. Therefore, stand firm, remain patient, trust the timing, and continue moving forward with unwavering faith, because your life, your purpose, and your rise are sealed in the heavens, orchestrated with perfect precision and protected by forces you cannot see, forces that ensure your destiny unfolds flawlessly, while those who attempt to interfere, manipulate, or oppose you remain powerless, regretful, and in awe of the reality that what is meant for you cannot be taken, and what has been decreed will always reach you in the way, time, and manner Allah has ordained, proving that your life is not subject to human limitations, enemy plots, or spiritual attacks, but is governed solely by the One whose knowledge encompasses all things, whose power controls all things, and whose wisdom ensures that the chosen ones rise, prosper, and fulfill the destiny that no one else can claim, replicate, or interfere with. Chosen one, pay attention to this truth, because it is the final, most empowering lesson for your soul. Every victory you will ever experience, every honor, every moment of clarity, every triumph over adversity, and every manifestation of your purpose has already been written in the divine ledger by Allah Himself long before you were born, and no force on earth, in the heavens, or in the unseen realms can alter, delay, or prevent it from unfolding exactly as ordained. Your life, your journey, and your destiny are not subject to chance, human manipulation, the schemes of envy, or the malice of those who oppose you, because every success, every blessing, and every breakthrough has been meticulously recorded, preserved, and protected in the most precise and perfect way by the One who sees all things, knows all things, and controls all things. And this is why, no matter how severe the opposition, how cruel the betrayal, or how daunting the obstacles, your victory remains absolute, inevitable, and unstoppable. Understand deeply that while enemies may plot, deceivers may conspire, and darkness may gather around you in apparent strength, their efforts are powerless against what has been decreed, because Allah's divine ledger governs not only the outcomes, but also the timing, the precision, and the means of your triumph, ensuring that every challenge you face is transformed into a mechanism of elevation, every delay is converted into preparation, and every act of betrayal or opposition becomes a stepping stone toward the realization of your appointed victory. This is why you may have felt isolated, misunderstood, or frustrated at times, why it may have seemed like the world was working against you, and why moments of doubt, fear, or exhaustion have appeared on your path, not as signs of failure, but as divine calibration, refining your heart, purifying your intentions, sharpening your focus, and aligning your soul with the ultimate plan that Allah has prepared specifically for you. A plan so perfect, so precise, and so far beyond human comprehension that it ensures that nothing, no one, and no circumstance can obstruct your rise. Your victory is not contingent upon recognition, validation, or support from the world, because it is secured in the heavens, guaranteed by the one who cannot be deceived, opposed, or limited, and it will manifest in ways so magnificent, so precise, and so awe-inspiring that even those who opposed you, betrayed you, or doubted you will witness it with disbelief, regret, and deep realization that they were powerless to interfere with what Allah Himself had ordained. Every moment of patience, every silent prayer, every act of integrity, every instance of faith, trust, and perseverance has been a deposit into this divine ledger, strengthening the inevitability of your triumph. And while the world may only see fragments of your journey, the heavens have recorded it in full, with every detail accounted for, every step mapped, and every outcome guaranteed. Understand that the devil, the forces of darkness, and the people who envy your light have no access, no authority, and no influence over this divine accounting, because it is sealed, safeguarded, and meticulously executed by the one who orchestrates all things. And this is why, even when it seems like delays persist, obstacles multiply, and opposition intensifies, these moments are not signs that your victory is uncertain, but signs that Allah is perfecting the timing, the unfolding, and the impact of what has been decreed for you, ensuring that when the moment arrives, it will be undeniable, transformative, and so powerful that it will forever validate the purpose of your journey, the strength of your faith, and the significance of your existence. Your victory has already been written long before anyone could challenge, undermine, or oppose you, and it is recorded in such a way that every act of patience, every prayer, every tear, every sacrifice, and every struggle contributes to its fulfillment, reinforcing the truth that nothing external, no human action, no spiritual attack, no worldly circumstance can ever change, delay, or diminish the triumph that belongs to you by divine decree. Therefore, stand firm, hold fast to your faith, remain steadfast in your trust, and walk boldly in the certainty that your path is divinely guided, your elevation is guaranteed, and your ultimate victory is not a matter of if, but when, and when it unfolds. It will be perfect in timing, complete in fulfillment, undeniable in impact, and eternally a testament to the power, wisdom, and justice of Allah, leaving those who opposed, doubted, or betrayed you in awe, silence, and profound regret, while your soul basks in the peace, glory, and fulfillment of the destiny that was written for you before the foundation of this world, proving that the chosen ones are never denied, never forsaken, and never defeated, because their victory is eternal, recorded in the divine ledger, and guaranteed by the one whose decree cannot fail, whose wisdom is absolute, and whose plan is flawless. Chosen one, as we reach the end of this journey through divine truth, let this be seared into your heart. Every lesson, every trial, every moment of isolation, betrayal, and challenge you have faced was never random, never meaningless, and never beyond Allah's wisdom. You have walked paths that tested your faith, sharpened your patience, and revealed the depth of your character. And through it all, you have remained under the unseen protection, guidance, and favor of the one who knows all things and controls all outcomes. Remember that you are anointed, elevated, and chosen not because of what you have done, but because of who Allah has created you to be, and your presence alone is a force that exposes truth, inspires reflection, and leaves those who opposed you in awe and regret. The trials you endured are proof of your elevation. The opposition you faced only strengthened your purpose, and the victories written for you in the divine ledger are inevitable, precise, and unstoppable, perfectly timed by the one who cannot be outwitted or delayed. So step forward with unwavering faith, knowing that your destiny cannot be stolen, your path cannot be altered, and your light cannot be dimmed, because the angels, the heavens, and the unseen forces work tirelessly to guard you, elevate you, and prepare you for the fulfillment of your divine mission. Hold your head high, for even when the world seemed against you, even when darkness loomed and doubt whispered, you were never truly alone, and your story, your rise, and your victory are living proof that Allah's favor is absolute, His wisdom flawless, and His chosen ones unstoppable. Let this be your anchor, your reminder, and your unwavering truth. You are divinely protected, divinely guided, and divinely victorious, and no force, no human, and no darkness can ever change what has been written for you, because the one who holds all power, all knowledge, and all justice is on your side, and He has already prepared a life, a legacy, and a triumph that will leave the world in awe, the enemies in regret, and your soul at peace, fulfilled and eternally elevated.